Types of radio communication. In earlier we discussed about the some of the layers in Earth atmosphere whenever the signal is transmitting or propagating through a free space, then some of the layers will act on the signal, they will reflect and they will absorb. The lower frequency band will be reflected and medium and high frequency band signals can be received by the atmospheric layers. So those are troposphere and ionosphere, stratosphere and mesosphere and thermosphere. So here the radio communication can be done in three ways. That is, first one is a ground wave, or this is also called as surface wave propagation communication. Means whenever the signal is transmitting through a transmitter and that will the signal which is slides over the surface, is called as the ground wave. Means the wave is sliding over the earth's surface. During that propagation, whenever that is propagating on the ground wave is propagating the surfaces, there that signal will lose some of the power due to the earth, because of whenever the ground wave, the signal passing on the ground wave due to the earth will be absorbed some of the power of the signal due to the induces the signal on that wave. So that here the ground has a strong influence on the propagation of signal waves from transmitting antenna to the receiving antenna. When the signal, this will be the transmitting antenna and this is the receiving antenna. Whenever the transmitting antenna is sending the signal and they will slide over the ground, they will slide over the surface of the earth. So that here in ground wave propagation, the maximum coverage, whenever it is propagating through the medium, that will bend over. Even an obstacle is placed in front of the signal, they will bend over that the obstacle and they will reflect or they will turn into the, so that the propagation, whenever the propagating in a ground wave, the ground wave propagation, the signal loses the power. And so that due to the loss of strength of signal is called as attenuation. Due to the attenuation, that signal frequency will be decreases. So that whenever the loss of power in ground wave during the propagation increases rapidly, whenever the loss of power in ground wave, whenever it is propagating, the loss of power in propagating means whenever it is propagating, due to this, see, whenever the signal is propagating over the surface, then it will reflect some of the range and the tilt angle, signal tilt will be happen. The loss of power in ground wave during the propagation increases rapidly due to with the increases of frequency of the signal, as well as with the increases the distance of transmitting antenna. If the frequency increases, then it will traveling, and to the transmitting antenna increases, then also the power will be the power of the signal. So that in this propagation will useful for the low distances, means some of the less distances or low frequency distances up to 530 kilohertz to 1710 kilohertz frequency range will be happening in the ground wave. For the use, it is useful for the low frequency waves, low frequency signal waves, and for the small the few hundreds of kilometers of propagation will be done in the ground wave propagation. So that the range of the ground wave propagation can be increases. The range of the ground transmission propagation can be increases by the increasing the power of the transmitter. By increasing the transmitter power, we can increase the range of the ground wave propagation. So that in this ground wave propagation mostly used for that low frequency band and medium frequency band, not for high frequency bands. Only this ground wave propagation will use it for the low frequency band and a medium frequency band, not for the high frequency band. So that in this case, in the ground wave propagation, we should remember that the signal will slides over the earth surface, so that for a long range distances it will not be useful. It is useful for few hundreds of kilometers, means wherever the less distances are there, the ground wave propagation is most useful. Whenever it is slides over there due to the diffraction, due to the signal diffraction, and the earth induces some of the power, some of the disturbance noises also increases, and also here the due to the attenuation also the strength of the signal will be decreases. So that if the increase the distance between the antenna to the receiver, then also the signal strength will be increases in the ground wave propagation. So this is about a ground wave or a surface wave propagation. The next one is a sky wave propagation. Communication systems. In that communication systems we discussed about the types of propagation of a radio waves. In the types of propagation of radio waves, in earlier video we discussed about that ground wave propagation, means whenever the radio waves, means the signal is transmitting from the transmitting antenna, then the signals are slide over on the ground whenever they are traveling on the ground, means slide over the glides the ground, then the attenuation can be possible due to the earth induced some of the waves disturbance. So that's why here whenever the signal is properly glides over the on the surface of the earth, that is called as ground wave propagation. The another type of propagation is a sky wave propagation. What is meant by the sky wave propagation means, in the type of propagation of a waves which the radio waves is transmitting from transmitting antenna after to receive to the receiving antenna by the reflection of, means after reflection of the ionosphere. Means we already discussed about that the different layers of the ionosphere, that is mesosphere, stratosphere, and at the same time the thermosphere. In this case of whenever the signal is transmitting from the transmitting antenna due to the reflection of, means depends on this frequency, we know that for a normal frequency wave, speed signal wave, we have that 20 Hz to the 20 kilohertz we can say. So means if the less frequency of the waves can be reflected by the ionospheric layers, so that can be reached to the receiving antenna. Further, if the frequency range is going increases, means whenever for the ultra high frequency waves or ultra frequency waves, then they penetrate through the layers and transmits from the place to the receives the by the receiving antenna. Means it depends on the range of frequency, that means to say the bandwidth of the signals which is transmitting from the transmitting antenna. And also it depends on the it's whenever it is moving in the free space, then when the signal is sent by the transmitter, then that due to the ionospheric reflection the signals are reached to the receiver's antenna. By this it is having the some of the frequency range, we know that is called as if the signals are transmitting from transmitting antenna to the receiving the antenna by the reflection of, means after reflection of the ionosphere is called as a sky wave propagation. So that in this case of due to these are the layers of ionosphere, whenever due to the ionosphere layers reflect that one, whenever receiving antenna due to this the frequency is less than they cannot penetrate through that layer. So that's why the layers can be reflected, and that layers can be reflected, the signal can reach to the receiving station by the receiving antenna, so that the frequency range may be 1710 kilohertz to the 40 megahertz be the frequency range of this sky wave propagation used in the shortwave broadcast. We know that shortwave broadcast means, already we know that broadcast means for television like this, that they will comes into the shortwave broadcast, means they having the less density, less few of 100 kilometers, so that here the shortwave broadcast up to few hundred kilometers the waves can be sent by this sky wave propagation also, as well as more than the ground wave we can say that. The next type of a propagation is a space wave propagation. In this case of when the radio signal at which in this mode of propagation, the radio waves of signal in which the radio waves emitted from the transmitting antenna to reach the receiving antenna through the space, means it is having the frequency range is more. So that here some of the frequency range will be 54 megahertz to the 4.2 gigahertz, that will be more intensity of the carrier waves are there. So that's why here let's see the various modes of propagation, how they will appears like this. This is considered earth, And if in case of from the earth to the, whenever the signal is glides over from the earth to the earth, then this will be the ground wave propagation, because it's a ionosphere, it's a satellite. Then from the transmitting antenna, the signal is sent to by the ground wave, it glides over the surface. So this is the ground wave propagation. If in case of when aeroplane is flying on this, then whenever the signal sent through the transmitting area, then it will be reflected by the ionospheric. After reflection, the signal can reach to the antenna, receiving antenna. So that we can say that by the reflection of ionosphere, the waves can be, the signal is reached to the receiving antenna. So that this will be the sky wave propagation. Whenever the signal sent by the transmitting antenna, then that reach to the satellite in the space, means it is having the more bandwidth. So that's why it reached to the, it penetrated through the ionosphere and reached to the satellite, moves in the free space, and by receiving by the satellite and the signal sent to the this receiving antenna, means nowadays we know that from the mobile phones and as well as from the satellite, DTH means Sun Direct, Tata Sky, like that, total arc depends on the satellite communication. So here, so that in the space wave propagation means the wave propagation in which the radio waves emitted from the transmitter antenna to reach receiving antenna through space. In the case of skywave propagation, we discuss whenever it is transmitted by after reflection of the ionosphere, means it is in this case of space wave propagation, the signals will reach to the space to satellite. Whenever the satellite received by the signal and sent to the receiving station, that will be the space wave propagation. It is having the most frequency range, that is 54 megahertz to the 4.2 gigahertz will be the high frequency bandwidth is there. So that's why they penetrate through the ionospheric layers and reach to the free space and reached by the satellite. And after that, we earlier in our at home we can see the DTH, Sun Direct and Tata Sky, like that, the total are satellite communication, and also mobile phones. So nowadays in the case of fiber, 4G, 5G, that networks total depends on the satellite. So that in this case of whenever if we want to see the weather condition, the information got by the satellite, whenever the picture is sent by the satellite, we can see that if we want to see the weather condition or about the, in radar also the satellites are playing the key roles. So that is the space wave propagation. So when we are sending the signal from the transmitter through the transmitting antenna and receives the signal, means whenever the signal, the information or message is modified into the some of the form which can be typed, which can that is in the form of which can be available to send, in the form of to send for the convenience. So that the modulation is the main process doing to in the process of sending the signals to the from the transmitting channel to the receiving some of the place, one place to the another place, the modulation is more important. Whenever the source information is modified or is coded into some of the information to the in the form of the source, in the form of the sending source, transmitting in the for the transmitting in the form of the transmitting channel, that is the process is called as modulation. Means whenever the signal is combined in the transmitting, the signal is combined with the very short waves. We know that speed signals are having a less amount of frequency range, that is 20 Hz to the 20 kilohertz, that cannot reach to the long range distances, the bandwidth is less. So that's why if we modified that audio signal with the high frequency carrier wave like mobile phones, if we want to talk with another person which are long in other states or other countries and other city, we can't talk directly because of the frequency range signals are very less. So that's why we are using the mobile phones. Whenever we are using the mobile phones, our audio signals is modulated by the mobile to they decoded by the receiver's mobile, means transmit. This is the one of the transmitting, and that will be the other person having the mobile is a receiver. So that whenever we are talking, the audio can be modulated with the high frequency carrier waves to transmit. So that the process is called as a modulation. Means here the process of changing some characteristics of like amplitude of a carrier wave, like amplitude, frequency, pulse, the type of modification of that characteristics means amplitude which can be sent by the amplitude and which can be changed the frequency by pulse. We can, by changing that the of a carrier wave in accordance with the intensity of the signal. Intensity of the signal means also we can say that the process of combining the low frequency audio signal or low frequency signal with the high frequency carrier wave means whenever we are combining both them, that is easily we can transmit the in the form of modulation, means in the form of transmitting we can send easily. So, 2 modulation means the process of combining the lower frequency signal with the high frequency carrier wave is called as a modulation. So, the need for modulation means whenever we send the signal from the one antenna to the another antenna, the size of the antenna or aerial can be reduced, because of we know that the antenna height must be having the lambda by 4 whenever the lambda be the wavelength of signal. Lambda be the wavelength of signal, then antenna size must be have the lambda by 4. To reduce that, by increasing the transmitting frequency, by increasing that modulating with the high frequency, erasing the high frequency, which can be the size of the antenna can be reduced by using the modulation, by the use of modulation, reducing the, we can reduce the size of the antenna by modulating the signal, by erasing the signal strength we can reduce the size of the antenna. If we don't modified, erased the strength of the signal, we require that the several kilometers of hundreds of kilometers, thousands of meters of antenna we have to build. That is not possible in practically. So that's why here the size of the antenna must be reduced by the increasing the strength of the signal. That is lambda be the wavelength of signal by the, it must be having the lambda by 4. By raising the signal we can be reduced this one. By raising the strength of the signal we can reduce this one. Then the effective power transmitted by the antenna, by the modulating the signal, the signals can be received by the receiving channel, that can be effectively, more effectively, and effective power radiated by antenna. The effective power can be radiated, and the mixing up of the signal for the long range of signals which can be sent to the long distance by modulating the frequency signals, and which can we can send the signals to the long distances. These are the some of the uses of the modulation. Means here the types of the modulations also there is a 3 types of modulations. That is one is amplitude modulation, and second one is frequency modulation, and third one be the phase modulation. In case of amplitude modulation means in accordance with the, we can change the, we can varies the amplitude of the amplitude of the signal in accordance with the amplitude of the signal. By changing the amplitude of a given signal by the carrier waves, frequency will be in the same. Frequency of the carrier will be remains same. The amplitude of the signal varies with the time, and also the amplitude, that is called as amplitude modulation. Whenever amplitude modulating is done, the frequency is remains same of the frequency of the amplitude modulation. The next one is frequency modulation. Frequency modulation means the frequency of the signal varies in accordance with the frequency of a modulated signal. Means carrier waves amplitude will be at a constant. Means whenever amplitude is changing, frequency of the carrier wave remains same. If in the frequency of modulation means whenever we are changing the frequency of the, by doing the modulation in the frequency changes, then the amplitude will be remains constant. So that in this case of phase modulation, by changing the phase varies with the accordance with the modulated signal, that will be the phase modulation. In case of the 3 types of modulation, these are the main 3 methods of modulation: amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. These 3 are the basic methods of modulation. This is about modulation and types of modulation. Why do we need why do we do the modulation?